here we go. Another disappointing week for the Raiders. Offense got bodied. Defense, I don't even know. Like, they show up half the game, half the players. We got to draft a linebacker. Like, our linebackers are so slow. They keep getting beat. I get Crosby's going to get out to the edge. That's his job. He's doing his job. But those linebackers got to see those openings, man. Those big runs that they're hitting, the same shit that the Chargers did to us. Right? The same shit. You got to plug those outside gaps. Like, force that running back to run back up the middle. Why are we, leaving that wide ass open? Right? Minshew, I'm glad he got benched. Like, unfortunately, I never want to root for the downfall of a player. That's not what I try to go for. I want to support each one of our Raiders players, but man, what has he been doing? Like, once again, we can look at how many good quarters of football he's played in 5 weeks, right? Maybe 4 quarters, maybe like not even 3. Getting a good opening drive, I mean, that's the first drive is scripted. The first drive is scripted. The offense, the coordinator, they know exactly what they're going to do. When it's time to make adjustments, they ain't happening. We ain't making the adjustments. And Minshew is not keeping his eyes downfield. He's worried about the rush all the time, which I get it. You want to be, but you still got to keep your eyes downfield. You still have to be able to make a good throw, deliver the ball. There's some shit that you have to do. And to me, I don't know. Minshew ain't doing it. Like, so I'm glad that they put O'Connell in. I think O'Connell is going to be a better quarterback. I hope they keep him moving forward as a quarterback. You can just see he has. I'm not going to say he's mobile, but he can move around in the pocket. We've seen it. We watched it this game. He can move around, run, and then replant, throw the ball. He made some good passes. We just have little ass receivers making those passes extra difficult for him, right? But to come in with that situation, it's damn near impossible. It's damn near impossible because we're not having the running game going. It's late in the game. They know we're going to pass, right? I mean, it's just to the point where you can't even do anything. Like, what are we supposed to do as a team to combat any of that? Like, we got to get some shit fixed. I think the biggest problem is just not being able to run the ball. We just can't run the ball. We can't run the ball, whether it's Zamir White or Madison, right? We're not running the ball. And there was a situation before where it was like, yeah, you have Adams, you got Bowers, you got Mayer, Jacoby, right? Even Trey Tucker. But now that shit Mayer, with missing Mayer, I think is huge for us, and missing Devontae is monumentally, disturbing for our offense. We can't do shit without him. So I don't know if there's anything that we could do as a franchise organization to try to keep Devontae, but whatever he wants, just let him do what the fuck he wants. Let him have what he's asking for. Like, our offense sucks without him. It just sucks. Even against the Browns, which, yeah, we won the game, but what does it matter, if we can't win another game here against the Broncos? Let's see what AP has to say for himself. Let me get rid of this.
Coach, I know, after the Panthers game, you called out some guys on the team for their effort displayed in that game. What did you feel about?
I don't think there was a lack of effort
in
this game
as things started to go the Broncos' way.
I think it was more. There was no lack of effort.
I know you haven't seen the film, but can you put your finger on what happened? I mean, the team came out so well, and then after the pick six, it just seemed to struggle.
Yeah, we just got to, we got to fight the momentum. We knew there was going to be a play or two in the game that wouldn't go our way. Obviously, that happened, and then, at the end of the day, we came back in here at halftime. It's 10-13 ball game. Got to keep playing, and we just didn't make enough plays. And obviously, penalties and turnovers.
Yeah, we didn't make enough games.
What are you going to do at quarterback? Will AOC be starting next week?
I don't know.
Did Wilkins hurt himself celebrating?
What's that?
Did Wilkins hurt himself celebrating?
I don't know. I just know he's dealing with a foot injury. We'll see what happens. I didn't see where the injury or whatever occurred.
AP, having been a defensive player at a high level, are you surprised at the missed tackles?
Dumbass Hondo.
Yeah, because it's something we work on to begin to practice each and every day. And then,
Yeah, the missed
we gotta
tackles
get guys
are
down. We
huge
gotta-
though.
we
Even
gotta grab
Spillane,
balls,
who's their
punch
best
the ball, do all these things.
running
train on
linebacker,
turnovers. But then
he's not
put a
even
man on the ground.
playing
Now
that
you allow
great. Yeah, he's getting a lot of
couple
tackles.
those
He's
explosive
missing a
tackles
ton
tackles.
too. One-arm
Sorry,
tackles,
before
like
you adjust this, but football doesn't normally come down to one play, but
there's too much
pretty big
time.
momentum shift.
There's too much times where we just
interception
cannot
was contained. You kind of feel
close
like
out
that
on the
was
ball,
one
get
of
the
those
tackle
kicks
that
in
we're
the
supposed to
stomach
be
at all,
getting.
and
Well, you felt the momentum. I think we all did. But, you keep playing. You keep playing. We come in
Too
here at
much of
halftime.
that.
It's 10-13. Felt good about what we was going to do at halftime going forward. And at the end of the day, between penalties and turnovers, we hurt ourselves today.
Antonio, what do you attribute just the up and down quarterback play to this so far this season?
I got to watch film.
I could attribute it to not having a running game to respect.
Yeah, a lot of pre-snap, post-snap, special teams. I mean, we got hit all across the board. And obviously we'll look at it and got to correct it because, we come on the road. Two things we always talk about we cannot do on the road is turn the football over and penalties. And those two things we led by a large margin, and that's not good enough.
Scheme-wise, did
Yeah,
Denver do
true.
anything any different than what you had anticipated?
Their defense or offense?
Defense against your offense?
Who are you asking about?
Well, I just asking about their defense or
Their
front.
defense, I'm sorry. No. I thought early in the game, I thought we did a pretty good job running the ball. We had some explosives there in the run game. I mean, we're moving the ball in the first quarter. It looks real good. And then as the game went on, it wasn't going our direction.
what did you see out of Gardner?
Yeah, they made adjustments on offense and we
That was
didn't.
really good.
It looked like it was a high throw just for
No more. What happened to the end arounds that we were running last
I had to
week,
watch
right?
that
Getting
film, but I did
outside
see
of
a
the
high
damn
sort of-
tackles and running.
Obviously, the corner jump up, so.
That smash mouth football, that shit ain't working. We don't have, especially without Zamir White. We ain't gonna be a smash mouth team. Those guys ain't smash mouth players.
What did you see from the defense as far
You
as
gotta get to the
you guys had a
outside.
little bit at the end, or did you see towards the second half?
You got to keep playing. You got to get off the field on third down.
When I put that on
Tackling.
Getsy, like,
That was one thing I know we're probably disappointed on live
Yeah,
and
tackling
probably
was
watching focus
bad.
and tackling.
I
They
agree.
did a bad job getting them on the ground.
Good.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, I don't think AP is the issue right there. Like, I would like to see him get our guys more motivated, right? If anything, something like that. But I don't think
Intercepted by Ron Woodson. McFadden busting it to the outside.
the problem is not being able to run the ball. Again, that kills us. Making that dumbass pick that Minshew threw, that was just crazy. That was a insane throw to even try to be making, like, and it was an easy pass and you just way overthrow it, I just feel like I see too much panic with Minshew. Like, he's so shaky. Like, he has confidence one moment and the next he ain't doing shit, You can't have that as a quarterback. You gotta be, short memory, forget about shit. I like that he got the ball out there, but I wouldn't even say that was a great throw or anything. Well, that was cool. Let me not be so some biased against him. I do think missing Zamir hurt us. I think Zamir, what he brings to the table in terms of running up the middle between the tackles, I think that we kind of need that little smash mouth football. Especially just keeping the defense honest in that. That was a horrible throw. I didn't like that. It's like you just throw that away or something. You're just gonna get your receiver killed right there, a tight end in this case. And we was hurting without Adams. All that talk about like, oh, we can still win without Adams. I don't know. Offense looks pretty terrible without him. I can't agree with that. So, overall, break down the game. Decent start, no adjustments. Gave up on the running game. Running game was too predictable with no outside runs, it looked like. Right? No sweeps, no end arounds, no nothing, man. Like, what we were trying to do there just ain't working. Like if they're gonna switch to a power run scheme, then at least run a stretch or something where we can, get a guy out there or something. Like, what we're doing, that shit ain't working. I blame Getsy for a lot of it. I do, because he's the one who's calling those plays. I mean, AP ain't out there calling plays, right? A lot of head coaches don't. So to sit here and try to pretend like that's all his fault, defense, Graham kind of got out coached, or whatever you want to call it, out coordinated, because he couldn't get anything schemed up. Crosby showed up when he needed to. Said Spillane. I think we're really hurting that linebacker. We got to start trying to get Eichenberg up to speed, or somebody else out there. I know Snowden looks pretty good. They want to even put him or something at linebacker, or something. We gotta do something at linebacker. Our slow linebacking play is not gonna get shit done for us. If you're gonna be slow, then you gotta be aggressive and hit those gaps, as soon as they're opening up. Splains just be too chill, trying to wait for something to develop sometimes, and he gets there and does a one-arm tackle half the time. And he's our best linebacker. I don't know, man. Maybe Diablo was a lot more helpful than what I thought he was. He had some type of speed at least. He used to play safety, can cover a little bit. Not like they were throwing to tight ends, but I mean, you could still scheme some shit up to put him on the outside and cover, right? Or, drop back a little bit, drop him to the left or right. Shadow zone, whatever you want to call it. Let a safety come down or something. We didn't get no safeties coming down or doing anything the whole game. I don't know why we're so scared of, Bo Nix throwing off or going off like he hasn't done it all season. Like, until he starts doing it, why are we trying to even respect that? Where's the blitzes, right? Where's the blitzes off the edge, right? Some simulated pressure, something. A lot of this is on Graham too. I mean, it almost feels like we're tanking. I hate to say that, but it's week 5. We shouldn't even be looking at tanking. We got to do more. We got to do more. We got to make adjustments. We got to keep trying to run the ball. I know it looks like we shouldn't because we're not getting nothing, but still, it keeps the defense honest. So there's too much shit that needs to be corrected, and it ain't gonna happen in 1 week most likely. So I don't know. Playing against the Steelers next week, they have a very good defense, very good team. Gonna see that tonight. Predict that they will beat the Cowboys. Justin Fields' revenge game. It's just not. We got to figure something out. I think they should just let Crosby rest again. I mean, it's a division game. He wants to play. It's an important game, but he just ain't looking like himself, and it's clear. And we need him like more than ever right now. And hope we can figure something out with Devontae, because this offense does not look great without him, just to be honest. People can say what they want. Oh, he doesn't want to play here. He wants to get traded. Okay, but why? Like, what can we do to help fix that? I mean, I say let Minshew keep, sitting on that bench. We've seen it for 5 weeks now. He just hasn't been it. He's had a few flashes here and there, but where's the consistency, right? I feel like AOC with a little more reps is going to look a lot better at quarterback. He's not going to be perfect. He's still damn near a rookie. He hasn't even played 16 games, right? He played, 9 games last season? Starting, coming into a bad situation. It's bad now. We got to put him in another bad situation, which we did today. No running game going. We're down. Special teams. We're getting bad starts, penalties and shit, We just got to do better. And I think this change at quarterback has sparked up this offense. Hype some guys up. Minshew ain't it, dog. He just hasn't proven to be able to be the guy. Somebody that's like head and shoulders better, than what AOC would be. And we've seen AOC moving good, like inside the pocket, rolling out, getting out when there's pressure. Developing, extending plays, if you want to call it that, right? We've seen it. Right now, was anybody getting open and were we able to capitalize off that? No. But he wasn't sitting there like people say with cement shoes and can't move. We didn't see that. So, I say, fuck it. Let's let the young guy play, see what he can do. We've seen what Minshew could do after 5 weeks. It ain't enough, right? Without a Devontae Adams out there, he hasn't been able to get shit going. I get it, it's tough, but good quarterbacks like Derek Carr, who we used to have, would get shit going, even with a bunch of no-name receivers, right? Getting them paid, making them look good. Go to other teams, all of a sudden they're not good because the quarterback play. And I think we could see some of that with Minshew. I mean, with O'Connell, but you gotta let him play. You gotta give him some reps. You gotta give him a game. Give him a whole game, regardless of what happens. Give him a game. I mean, unless it looks really, really bad, and then maybe sit him back down. But give him a game. Give him a start. Give him a week of prep. Give him a start. Give him a game. Give him a shot. Give him a shot. What else can we lose at this point? Another game? Fuck it. If he shows improvement, I think that we just keep rolling with that. It's a long season still. We still got a lot of games left, a lot of football left, but something has to change, so. Alright, Raiders. Raider Nation. Hopefully we can get it together next week, man. Don't live and die with the team. I can tell you that much, man. I've been a Raider fan for a long time. I'm not going to live and die with the team. It's cool, sometimes we win, a lot of times we lose. Just is what it is, right? Let's just look for the players that are looking good, making improvements. Let's cheer them on. Let's try to encourage our team. We don't need to be talking about fire this guy, fire that guy. It ain't going to happen, right? We want to bench some players and swap some stuff out. That's cool. Want to make a trade happen? All right, cool. But as far as trying to fire Getsy, even though I'm not a fan, trying to fire AP, like that's just ridiculous kind of to do at this juncture of the season. That's just, we don't need to do that. That's too drastic, and there's not going to be an improvement there. You don't just get rid of your OC at week 5 and 6 and expect your team just to start picking up offense like wild. Like that's not realistic. Not a good look. It's not a good option. It's not a good idea. Firing AP. I mean, maybe Marvin Lewis would be a better option, but I'm not going to sit here and say to fire AP. I just don't see him as being the problem, right? These guys came in there already. I think that he could have did something, though, after that pick. Say, hey, guys, we're going to let that one go. Let's just start over again, fresh start. Let's see what we can do, but I don't know, man. I think Minshew was just confidence was shot. I don't get it. Max shouldn't have to give him a pep talk every time when he's not playing well. He's supposed to be a grown-ass man. Maybe he's just a little ass boy. Maybe Max was right. Once again, I'm not trying to dog on him, but it just sucks watching him play week after week and not seeing him doing anything of what he's supposed to be here to do. Sing it in flashes, sing it in 1/4 of a game. It's not it, man. It's not going to get it done. So let's make some changes. Let's not fire any coaches. Just make some changes on the scheme or something. Draw something out a little bit more defined. Have a backup plan when shit's not going well. AP, get you guys motivated. During the week, during the game, all that. So, anyways, man. Late Night Gamer, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one.